Morning and welcome back to Confidently You, CBT for Colour and Style Confidence. I'm Deirdre Coyne and today we're talking about something that I hear all the time. I've been like this for years. What's the point? It's too late to change. I'm stuck in my habits. And the answer is really it's never too late. So I want you to imagine something for a second. So picture yourself 6 months from now. What's different? How do you feel? What are you wearing? What's your relationship with food like? Because here's the thing, 6 months is going to go anyway, it's going to pass anyway. The real question is, where do you want to be when it does? So today we're going to talk about how you can start making small changes now, whether it's in your confidence, your relationship with emotional eating, or even how you can express yourself through style and color. So that 6 months from now, you're looking back and thinking, I'm so glad I started. So perhaps part one. Let's start with the basics. This is from the cognitive behavioral therapy work that I do, but there are two things that we can change at any time. We can change how we think and we can change what we do. Sounds simple, but it is powerful. So if you've struggled, for example, with emotional eating, you might be stuck in a pattern of self-judgment. Maybe you tell yourself, I've no willpower, it's never worked before, I'm going to mess this up. But what if you changed to something more helpful? What if your new thoughts sounded something like, I'm learning to trust myself around food. I don't need to be perfect, I just need to keep going. And every choice I make is shaping my future self. So see the difference. What you tell yourself matters. And the same goes for confidence. If you've been hiding in neutral, maybe clothes because you didn't feel comfortable in your body, that maybe be a habit of thinking, I can't stand out too much. Um, I'll leave it until I can dress well when I lose the weight. But what if today you decided to challenge that? So I really like using 6 months life audit, and it's something I'd use with my clients to help to break things down. So if you wanted to grab a pen or notebook, pause this and just have a think about this and ask yourself, in 6 months' time, how do I want to feel in my body? What's one thing that I can do today to start feeling this way? For example, if you want to feel lighter, not in terms of weight, but emotionally lighter. Maybe that means working on emotional eating habits. Maybe that just means journaling when you find a trigger instead of heading straight to the kitchen, for example. So, again, asking ourselves questions in 6 months, how do I want to express myself through my style? What's one step I can take today? We touched a little bit on this last week, but maybe it's wearing a color that makes you feel alive, makes you feel brighter instead of perhaps defaulting to black. Um, Maybe it's booking a color consultation. In 6 months' time, how do I want to feel about my life direction? What's one decision I can make today to move closer to that? Decision doesn't have to be dramatic. It could be just deciding to stop waiting until things are perfect and to start something, to focus, it's coming into springtime here now, maybe we're working on the next, what does summertime look like? But here's the best part. Part three, small steps create big shifts. You don't need to change your life overnight. So small steps taken consistently will get you there. So even when it comes to our mindset, swapping one unhelpful or negative thought for a more helpful or more supportive thought. Wearing a colour that lifts your mood. Before, and this is maybe using one of the skills within the Eating Freely programs. So before emotional eating, when you feel triggered, using something like the hall chart, asking yourself, what do I really need? Am I hungry? Um, am I anxious? Am I lonely? Am I tired? And those tiny shifts can compound over time. So 6 months isn't that far away. It's 2 seasons. It's that feeling when um, winter turns into summer. So you could spend that time doing what you've always done, feeling how you've always felt, or you could spend it intentionally, creating the confidence, the self-trust in yourself that you want to have, and that's your choice. So what's one thing that you maybe would consider doing today for your future self? I'd really love to hear how that went for you and how you're getting on with it. So do drop me a message. But for today, thank you for listening, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.